Welcome to episode 41 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good.
It's a late night of recording for us.
Yeah. No, so a funny story. We were going to do this on Monday when we normally do it. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. But we had, I don't know why this problem happens, but we had something with GarageBand where it was just screwing up our audio and we couldn't record.
Yeah.
And then we fixed it, but then we just started talking about random stuff.
Yeah.
And then it got too late.
Yeah.
We were like, you know what? We'll just do it another day.
Yeah. These technical issues, like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know why that happens because we don't change anything.
Yeah. And
it bugged out. And then all I did was close everything, reset my whole laptop, and it worked.
Yeah. It's odd. Yeah. Like, it would be one thing, again, if you're playing around with settings or doing something else where you would be messing around with it, but it was literally nothing.
Yeah, I literally don't touch our settings. Yeah. Because it already took us long enough to figure out the settings.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I mean, it was just a strange thing. But now we're doing this. I got out of work, and it's, 10 o'clock right now?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
We're doing this late.
Yeah. It's cutting into our gaming time.
Yeah, I know, right? This is when we'd already be gaming. Bro, I'd have my food. I got pizza back home, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
I mean, today's Tuesday, and I mean by the time you guys listen to this, it'll be after Thanksgiving and everything.
So everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and enjoyed all the food, all the football.
Yeah,
recover from your food coma.
Yeah, straight up, dude.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna be eating a lot,
dude. I can't wait for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I love the turkey, mashed potatoes, filling,
dude. It's a slight L on my side because isn't it? It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. I'm not having Thanksgiving Thursday because Friday. Yeah, because my brother, he usually comes with us, and he's not going to be there that day, so we're postponing it. And then apparently we're going to go to my dad's, which I was like, okay, didn't even realize this. I'm like, L. So now we're gonna have another Thanksgiving there too. I'm like, dude, too much turkey.
Is he doing like Thanksgiving with your family and then his girlfriend? Yeah.
He's having like 3 or 4 Thanksgivings.
Yeah. That's gonna it's a lot of food.
Dude, are you do you have pies?
Yeah.
Do you do pumpkin or do you do pecan?
No, we do. We just have apple pie.
Apple pie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly because I personally don't like pumpkin pie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's too much.
Dude, store-bought pumpkin pie, you can call me out for it. I feel like store-bought pumpkin pie is kind of a letdown most times.
I mean, I haven't had it. I just pumpkin pie is just too strong for me.
Yeah, are you not a big pumpkin person?
I mean, I like pumpkin in certain foods. Like, have you had like those pumpkin cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie, I think it's like the texture. It's like the...
It's mush.
Yeah.
Dude, I fuck with pecan pie though, bro.
Yeah, I like pecan pie.
I love a pecan pie.
Yeah.
But it's so sweet. I can only have like one slice and then I'm done.
Yeah, that's like apple pie.
Yeah.
Like I just have a slice of it. And then, like a side of ice cream and that's it.
Nah, dude. And like I always do turkey. People, like I had a person today, they were saying like, oh, you don't do ham? Like they were mind blown that I don't do ham. It's like, what are you talking about? Like
we don't do ham.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's just more money you got to spend on, like...
Yeah, they do turkey and ham.
Yeah.
So what the heck is that?
Yeah. I mean,
Make up your mind.
Yeah, I know people do that, but, like, it's just... Why?
It's too much.
Yeah. I know people that do, like, turkey, ham, and, like, chicken, too.
No.
Yeah. Like,
dude.
all that.
Turkey
the turducken.
The turducken. Dude, that thing's elite.
Yeah.
I've only heard rumors of it.
Yeah, I've never had.
It's like a phantom. This thing. I've never actually seen one in person, but I've heard of them.
That must be like crazy getting that together.
Yeah, dude. I can't even imagine how much that thing weighs at the end, and then you gotta go and bake that thing.
Bake it, yeah. I can't even imagine prepping that.
No.
Stuffing.
Screw that.
Stuffing these birds inside of each other.
Yeah. Dude, did you think about it? That's kind of fucked up.
What is that movie? Is it No, it's not Centipede.
The Human Centipede?
Yeah, the Human Centipede. It is that. With poultry.
Yeah, and not even the same poultry. It's just different birds.
Yeah.
Different size birds.
Yeah. Like, you think about it, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, it is. I'm not about that.
Yeah. Like, I would imagine, like, you rip open the turkey, stuff the chicken in.
Yeah. Dude, that's how you do it.
Yeah. And you rip open the chicken, stuff the duck in.
I saw an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives where they did that. And like Guy Fieri was all over. He's like, man, this is sick. I was like, what? I was like, dude, this is mind blowing. Like horribly. Like this is scarring. What is going on here?
We look like cavemen doing
Yeah,
that.
seriously.
Like, we just forget about everything.
You think about it, who was so high to like do that? Like, who was sitting around thinking of that idea?
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it was like someone was just tired of like moving the turkey to a different place, or like and the chicken and the duck. They're like, what if I just stuff it all in? Just make it one thing.
This is an all for one.
Yeah, like a 3-in-1.
No, I could never do that. But no, I'm in for all the sides and everything. I love it. Like stuffing, oh, dude, all day.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for all this food
all day.
Like, and the mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I one thing before because I'm getting like super hungry.
Yeah.
Do you do mac and cheese at Thanksgiving?
No. I mean, like, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like, we don't.
Yeah. Dude, I've never done mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I've only heard about this recently that this is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, for people listening, let us know. Like, tweet at us or on YouTube, comment if you have mac and cheese with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. It doesn't seem like a Thanksgiving thing at all to me.
Yeah. I saw that, what is it? I saw like people talking about it on Twitter. Like, it's a whole debate right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta hop in on that.
If you like mac and cheese on Thanksgiving or not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, I don't do it, but like, am I opposed to it? No. I like mac and cheese.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. I could see it being elite, like in the mix. Yeah. But it just seems like it's a little strange, like to throw it in there at first.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, if you think about like the duck, I think that's weird. Like people that just throw that in. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I don't get that.
But duck's good.
Yeah, no, duck is amazing. Yeah. But Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because you always think about turkey, mashed potatoes,
stuffing.
Like gravy, stuffing, cranberries, sauce,
some sort of veg.
Yeah, like, and that's basically it, and like corn and like pies and stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how we, dude. I just like I love thinking about it. Yeah. I don't even know how we got on about food there.
Yeah, you're probably hungry. Well, and
that's probably why.
By the time they listen to this, it's after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, true.
And I hope you guys checked out episode 40 because Black Friday, dude.
It's coming up.
Yeah, Black Friday's coming up. We're trying to get PS5s.
Yeah, dude. I went to Best Buy today in the morning, and they've already got the guardrails up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're already ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
I saw them, and I'm like, yo, if I see somebody, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way people are camping already.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. Thank God.
I saw a TikTok of this dude. He walked out with 2 PS5s from Best Buy, and these people, like, this wasn't, like, for Black Friday or anything.
Right.
But they're camping out for PS5s.
That's crazy.
And he walked out with 2, and the guys in line were like, "Are you gonna play that? You gonna play those?" And the guy was like, "No." Yeah. And then he was like, "You want to buy them for me?" Like to the people in line.
Yeah.
And this guy like climbed over the fence and nearly beat the shit out of the guy.
No.
He was like, "Fuck you,
dude." That's crazy. Like we were talking before we went live. This morning, dude. I got a notification that it was on Amazon, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was like 20 seconds ago. I'm like, "Dude, there's no way."
Yeah.
And I went and added it to my cart, bro. I had my card information in there.
Yeah.
And I clicked it, and then like it said, "Oops, something went wrong," and it, like the dog.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What is this nonsense?"
Yeah.
And I got screwed out. Couldn't get one.
It's so hard to get a PS5 still. And hopefully some of you guys like make it out and beat the bots.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it was nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Or like if you guys need headsets or anything, like I hope you guys get that.
Yeah.
After listening to episode 40.
Right.
Because I one person like already listened to it and like responded to us and was like definitely picking up a scuff controller. I'm like smart. Nice.
Yeah. Dude, I think I might get one. Might get one for Christmas.
They're on sale right now.
Yeah.
So.
It's the time to get one.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do want to get that PS5 because I do want to experience Vanguard in PS5. Dude, I saw a comparison because I was curious about it, the difference between PS5 and PS4 for the campaign.
Yeah.
Dude, it is crazy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It's so different. Like the fire anime, it's amazing.
Yeah. Even like, because we play on 1080p monitor, so it's like capped no matter what.
Yeah.
But like, it's just the actual performance of the system that it can handle. Like it's crazy. Because even if you look, because like seeing it on like whatever game on a 1080p screen is gonna be 1080p.
Yeah,
like doesn't matter. But it's the actual like performance of it.
Right.
And I can't wait to like hit the home button. Like you invite me to a party and I just press a button and I join.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to wait like the 15 seconds.
Yeah. No, or same thing, like it happens to us a lot where we'll be playing or we go online and then there's some stupid update that didn't download or it's copying and literally the whole night's chalked. It's over. It's like, you can't play because it's going to take like 20 minutes, half hour to copy this thing. I'm like, really?
Copying takes forever. Yeah, dude. Forever. Especially if you like have a digital version. Yeah. Like it takes way longer.
Yeah, it's over.
But I mean, hopefully you guys like get the stuff you want.
Yeah, right.
You know, and get the stuff that you want on sale.
Yeah, because dude, we want to go and I want to experience this game in like with like best graphics. Like I want to see it like how it was meant to be. Because we already missed out on the campaign since we finished it, right? Which is what we were going to end up talking about today. Yep. It's kind of breaking down a little bit. You like that segue there?
There
not
you
too
go.
bad. Not too bad.
The transition.
The transition. Yeah. Right money.
So the main topic of today is we're just going to review the campaign story. You know, we're not going to go too in depth with it. We're just going to talk about like the overall story and like the operators and then we'll rate it in, you know, our opinion. So I'll just give like a very brief setting of it. So.
Give us those cliff notes on the campaign.
All right. So for the people that don't know, it's based in World War II.
What?
If you didn't know that.
Wait.
Which is, I'm sure there are people
Stop.
that have. Like, no bullshit.
Stop the presses. What are you talking about?
So it takes place in World War II, and you're actually in 4 different like regions in the world. You're on the Pacific Front, Western Front, Eastern, and you're in North Africa. Yeah. And it revolves around 4 like special elite operators that are like all the protagonists basically. And you play as them.
And they're all in the multiplayer too, aren't they?
Yeah. And more.
Yeah.
But so these 4 are operators in multiplayer, but they're also the 4 main protagonists.
Right.
And the whole overview of just a campaign, they I'll also point out there's going to be spoilers here just to make that, because we beat the campaign. We're going to be talking about everything. But
yeah, because we've said before, like usually what we do, this game we didn't as much, but we try to always play the campaign first and then get in the multiplayer. Yeah. We try to beat the campaign as soon as we can because it's like tradition. You got to.
Yeah, exactly. But so these 4 operators or elite special forces, as they're called, they get captured and by the Nazis, by the antagonist Hermann Freisinger.
Freisinger. You gotta say it with that accent.
So he's the main antagonist, and he's like the head like Nazi guy.
Yeah, I think in the story he's below Hitler, and then shocker, Hitler dies. Yeah. If you don't know history, you maybe missed that day in history class. What? He's not. What?
Yeah.
And then I guess he takes his spot more or less. I think that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah. So we call him Herman.
So Hermes.
He reports. You know, he's one of the reports to like Hitler, right? Right. But these 4 operators, they get trapped in Berlin, and they're trying to recover some documents and detail about Project Phoenix,
right?
Which is what this whole story is about, and them trying to escape Berlin with Project Phoenix and just building a backstory of all these operators.
Yeah.
So that's like the overall like story.
Yeah. And this happens right in the first mission titled Phoenix.
Yeah.
Which is like that whole like train mission, which I really liked. It was a good introduction and you're playing with everybody.
I died like 3 times in that.
Yeah, dude, I did too. It was so bad. Like the problem for me is I have auto tac sprint on. At least I did at that time. And then I went into that and it's like kind of a stealthy mission and I'm just like sprinting everywhere and I'm like, dude, stop. And then I turned it off and then I like totally misjudged like how much I have to be pressing it. And I went to jump from train to train. Toast. They probably just see me just like I'm standing at the edge of the train and just jumped in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I like playing. It's funny when you play multiplayer, then you go to campaign. Like I would say the majority of people that play multiplayer, you play the campaign like you're playing multiplayer, just running. Yeah. And like it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be stealthy, slower,
realistic.
Yeah, more realistic.
You're not slide dancing like Nazis in the game. You know, just shit on.
And there's one scene, which we can talk about. One of the operators, Polina Petrova, right? She jumped from the top of the train, like assassinated someone.
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was her because I didn't introduce her yet.
Yeah.
I saw someone jump down and I shot at her.
Yeah, right.
Away. And then it was like, mission failed.
Mission failed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, great. But now we can transition to the first like operator, right?
Right.
So Polina Petrova, or also known as Lady Nightingale. So she's part of the Soviet Union,
right?
And she's was kind of forced to be a soldier in the campaign because she had a father named Boris and a brother named Misha. Boris, he died to like a firing squad in the mission, and then Misha, he got iced from a sniper. And then he blew himself up with a grenade to kill a bunch of Nazis.
He took a bullet for everybody.
Yeah. So just Lady Nightingale, that's what they refer her as because she took over the Soviet Union, or no, Russia.
Yeah.
Or no, Stalingrad. My bad. Stalingrad. Yeah, that was where the mission like took place in.
Yeah, that was the first mission that you have with her. It's I think it's the third mission. Because there's only 9 missions in this game. Like, it's not super long, you know? Yeah.
And all these missions are based around these 4 operators.
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit later, how, like, the campaign was structured. But, yeah, that one is, like, I guess her beginnings.
Yeah.
Is that first mission there where, like, her dad dies, and then she's got to go and save her brother.
Yeah. Yep. And while this is, like, after... Misha dies, but she's hunting down Leo Steiner, which is like another Nazi like head officer, and like, he reports to Freisinger, and that mission was like fun. It reminded me of The Last of Us,
right?
In that mission, like you're sneaking around, like trying to hit him from behind.
What was that? Was the first Last of Us? What was his name?
Was it Dave?
Yes, David.
David.
It was David, and it's with Ellie. It's like towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
I totally agree because, I mean, personally, this was my favorite mission in the whole game. This isn't Stalingrad. This is a few missions later. The mission titled Lady Nightingale, which is I guess it's in Stalingrad.
Yeah.
It's like the whole mission's pretty stealthy. It's during the snow. Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, you can hide under tables and like draw out fire. Yeah. You can play it completely stealth.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for stealth missions. Like all gillied up for me, like everybody knows. That's like one of the go-to missions.
I like stealthy missions too. And like she had a sniper, which is like I love using snipers in the campaign because it's so easy to get shots on people. But at the end of that mission, she killed Leo.
Yeah.
You know. Knifed him and then threw him
off a building.
Yeah, just
she literally just kicked him off the building.
Yeah, and then all the Nazis were like, "What?"
Yeah, they're mind blown.
He died, and basically she like took over Stalingrad, and that's when she became known as like Lady Nightingale.
Right.
Overall, like just her as a character, I do like how they brought like her in. And like you said, I like the stealthy missions. I love that she's like the sniper in the campaign.
Yeah.
And those missions were fun. I mean, especially the ending where you're trying to kill Steiner.
Yeah.
I had my headset like cranked up and the music, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Where is he? I was so confused at first in that mission. I don't know about you. Like, I was like, yo, where is this guy?
Oh yeah, no, me too. I was blown away. I was like, yo, where the heck it was hard to play.
Yeah. And then I found him and I went to go knife him to the front. I'm like, die. And then like you just get one shot.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I gotta kill him from behind.
Dude, first time I remember I played it, like doing that part with him. I think you had to kill him or stab him 3 times, and then you basically finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I screwed up my input, man, he turned on me. Yeah. Absolutely joked me.
I got him the first time. The second time I screwed up like twice.
Yeah.
Because he turns on like the music or whatever.
Yeah.
And
did you turn it off?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I played him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Bro, I knew he turned that on to draw me out. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I was thinking like he turned that on to draw me out, so I went to go turn it off, and like it was on top of a desk.
Yeah.
And I crouched and went underneath the desk, and he comes up to the
to the radio.
Yeah. And like I just went around the desk and like knifed him.
Oh.
But there are times where like I did it too fast. Like I went underneath the desk and went around too fast, and he saw me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit,
dude, it's pretty cool. Like that part, I liked. Because I remember when the radio part happened, I was like, yeah, if I turn this off, he knows I'm here, and he's gonna like come for me.
Yeah.
But I remember that he was like right next to it, or like just one little like cubby or one like area there, really and close. He was watching.
Yeah,
like he was watching to see if I'm coming over there. Yeah. And I finessed him so hard. I was like, get shut on. Like it was great.
Yeah. I turned it off to draw him out, so then I could like do a loop on him.
Yeah.
And then the third time you had to stab him, start throwing like Molotovs. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Now, so that was her 2 missions. I think everybody ended up having 2 missions. You do play as her in the last mission as well for a little bit. But she was for sure, like, her missions were my favorite.
Yeah.
I always liked those. I remember maybe in the other ones too, but I remember in COD Finest Hour, it was cool. You play as a Russian sniper, like a girl. I looked her up. Tanya Pavlona. Yeah, sick. Yeah, same thing. She's like this Russian sniper chick, and she's just like uses the most in the gaunt.
And she's forced to be a soldier. To like defend her city.
And she was sick. Like that was the like one of the missions I remember. Like legendary. And you play as her for a while. Funny enough, that game I gotta see what the other ones. Like the other Call of Duties, I don't remember. That one had a really similar structure to this.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like mad that like women were in this game because they're like it's not realistic, and personally, COD's not realistic first of all, and second of all, like this did happen in history. Like there were like women in the military, but they pretended to be like men,
and that's not even like a 2021 thing. Like bro, like I just said, Finest Hour, man, that game is old. And they had a Russian sniper chick in there. Like what's your problem?
People are just really mad that it's not realistic.
Dude, let me sprinkle some salt on them, bro. I don't care.
Realistic Call of Duty. Dogs teleporting.
Bro. I don't want to even talk about that right now. I'm triggered.
We can jump to the second operator. His name is Arthur Kingsley, which is he's the
main guy, I would say.
Yeah, he's the leader of the group.
The Englishman.
Yeah. He's from England, and he leads a special force in the campaign, basically. He's African American, which needs to be noted because that like plays a part in the campaign. And he was one of the all of them got captured, and he went to Berlin, and he got interrogated by one of the Nazi like doctors. That dude was a prick. Did not like him.
What was his name? Not Freisinger. It was
I can't remember his name.
Richter. Yannick Richter.
Yeah. I was like, I can't wait till this guy dies. But so Kingsley, he helped plan taking down like Berlin and taking on like Project Phoenix. It was his idea to go to Berlin in general to do all that.
Right.
And so one of the missions, I think it's the first mission that you see him in, is Operation Tonga. And he's part of the Normandy like landings. So that's the first time we see him.
Yeah, and that mission was pretty cool too because it was for a bit stealthy. Being at night. Again, like I'm a sucker for the stealth mission, so I like that one. And then again, you see him in the first mission. I think you play as him in the first mission, and then in the last mission as well. I liked his mission. I would probably say, like, looking at the list of the missions, those were probably my favorite ones. The other ones after that, like, not as much. But no, I liked him. He was a really strong character. Which I think is hard to do in a game like this or just any of these Call of Duties where they're creating 4 completely new characters. He was a really strong character. He was pretty memorable too, which I felt that way.
At least it's funny because like when I was doing research on like these people, right, these names like have been introduced in like old CODs.
Right.
But, like,
they are.
We just never,
you don't pay attention to it.
And they have like no backstory. But now, obviously they're introduced like in this game,
right?
And this whole game is just like the story's just talking about their background and introducing them. But Arthur, I liked him because he was the leader of the group, and since he was African American, like obviously, like Nazis hated him.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, you report to Kingsley.
Yeah, right.
And people hated that.
Yeah, so it definitely had like that narrative driving it too in the story, which was pretty good. You know, it had some of those moments where like they did it just to make you hate the Nazis even more.
Yeah,
if that was somehow possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a good character. I liked him. I liked him a decent amount.
He was a good leader.
Yeah,
you know.
No, for sure.
The next operator, which his missions were fun. Wade Jackson, the American.
Yeah, right.
So he was a dive bomber. So he flew a S-17 bomber with his buddy Mateo.
Bro, you did your research, bro.
His buddy Mateo Hernandez. And in his mission, I don't remember the name of the mission. Like you
Battle of Midway.
Yeah.
And then the Numa trial.
Yeah, so Wade and Mateo, they were in a dive bomber, and they're like battling against the Japanese.
Yeah,
and they ended up crashing because Wade did some stupid shit.
Yeah, Battle of Midway is all in a plane.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's the only mission where you're using some sort of controls like that. You're not like in all the other missions. You don't ever get to use a tank or do anything like that. A gunner. That's the only mission where you get to.
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Did you like that?
I thought it was cool, but I thought the mechanics could have been just a little. It could have been better.
Yeah, I like the idea, but the controls were trash.
Yeah, I felt like the mechanics weren't like they weren't sensitive enough.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Like I would try to pull back.
Bro, I was heavy.
Yeah. Like I'm like literally pulling my stick out of my controller.
I'm like, bro, am I actually flying a plane right now? Like, I don't know if that's what they were going for, but dude, it was kind of rough. It was confusing too. It was confusing
because it's weird. Anytime like I would fly a plane in like a video game in general, like I fly inverted.
Right.
Which that just makes sense to me. Like you're going down, like you're pulling down to go up.
Right.
But it wasn't inverted at first.
Yeah.
The controls, which leads me to my next point. I literally in that dive bomb crashed straight into the ship.
Bro, I literally kamikazed right into it. I just went
yeah. I was like,
campaign over.
Yeah. And then the second time, like I was able to like pull back up.
Yeah.
But I was like, come on, Wade, pull it.
Yeah.
And I got off, and I was like, oh, thank God. Like I thought I was gonna die again.
Right. No, but that like it was a cool idea. I thought the execution of it was kind of whatever. And what was interesting, like going back with the Russian sniper Polina with her missions, is hers were split up. So she's got Stalingrad, and then it's 2 missions in a row with Wade, which is like that's kind of the theme with some of them. Like you do that with Wade, and then the last operator Riggs we'll get to. You do that with him as well. So they're like back to back. Because then he crashes, and then he's in the jungle, and that's where you're trying to escape out of the jungle, and you save your pilot friend
Mateo.
Mateo. I thought it was an okay mission. I liked the stealth part of it, and then there was the latter half of it, which was
you're fighting the Japanese.
Yeah,
you're trying to get to like what is it? A hangar
to go get a plane.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, like in this one, Wade when he crashed a plane, right? Mateo like he got captured and stuff. I like that part because, like you said, like it was stealthy and you had no weapon.
Yeah,
you have to like escape. And he met the 93rd Infantry, which I thought was cool because I remember like learning that in school about the 93rd Infantry. Which, side note, there was a like part of the mission there. I forget the like head guy's name. I think it was Arthur or something. But he had one of his guys just, there's a sniper, but run through the bridge. We got to test.
Yeah, right. What was that?
Yeah, I'm like, you're just gonna let your man die?
And I think too, I'm pretty sure that the voice actor for the leader of that group, he was from like MW2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Like I was listening to him. I'm like, yo, this is definitely like from the USMC in MW2 when you play as them. Like I can't remember his name. I think maybe I was Velasquez. Might have been him or one of those guys. He's definitely been in like COD 4, MW2.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been him.
Yeah,
like
100%.
In the other games too. Yeah, like it could have been the same character.
Yeah, they definitely reuse him.
Yeah, but like that dude, he just let his man run through, and he just got sniped and died.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Sick.
Yeah, and I felt bad too for the flamethrower guy when you're going through the trenches, and that guy's like, I think it was him and his brother are in the war, and he's like, I don't want to go home in the box, and then he gets iced. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, that was expected.
Yeah.
Like
I knew.
The camera frame.
Yeah.
Just gets sniped.
Yeah. I knew he was toast.
The flamethrower was fun.
Yeah, it was
running
fun.
through the
through the bunkers and everything.
Just lighting it up.
So that was like a memorable part of the mission, but. It was, I don't know, the first part with the plane, like I like the idea, but the execution of it for me was not that good.
Yeah.
It could have been so much better.
Yeah. Wade was very memorable just because of the plane aspect.
Yeah.
The dive bomb, like just that part of the mission where you're like diving down.
Yeah.
And like dropping this bomb. I was like.
Right. Because him as a character, he kind of gets washed out from the rest of them.
I will say like Wade and the next person we'll be talking about, like those guys they're protagonists, but they're like side characters.
Yeah.
In regards to like Arthur and Polina.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely more like the main characters, main protagonists.
Yeah.
But I just think that's because Arthur's the leader, and Lady Nightingale is like she's a woman.
Right.
And her whole thing is like killing Nazis.
Right.
But I like to Wade represent America.
Right.
He did his part.
Right.
But yeah, overall, like I enjoyed like his missions, like flying the plane and stuff, in the stealth part. Mm-hmm. But again, the mechanics could have been better.
Yeah,
I like the idea.
Yeah,
but I wish they fixed it a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. And then we got our last boy,
Lucas Riggs. He's part of the Australian Army.
Bro, this guy,
he loves explosives.
Bro, this guy kept talking and talking.
Dude, his his buddy was just like annoying.
Yeah.
Personally, like I think he was my favorite character because he was just funny.
Yeah.
And
the banter between them was comedy.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
He just talked and talked. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah. And like it was funny because like he was like very aggressive and like intimidating guy.
Right.
Like in the missions, you're in the desert. Mm-hmm. And he can hold up to 4 explosives.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like throwing.
Dude, I was hucking those. Yeah. I was hucking them all the time.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, his missions, like, again, all these missions, they're taking down, like, Nazi armies. But his mission, he's trying to get intel on these Germans.
Right.
And there was, like, a small section of stealth.
Right.
In it, which, again, like, we like stealth missions.
Yeah.
But the majority of his missions were exploding stuff, which, I mean, that's always fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of like his last mission, where you're taking over the tower, and he disobeys his general. Which, side note, that guy was a dick.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that. I was waiting for him to peek out of the tank and get iced.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for too. Yeah. And then Riggs was like, "We're doing this."
Yeah.
Alone.
So they just leave and go like a 2v50.
Yeah.
And literally. Even more.
Yeah.
And they just go and take over that gunner.
Yeah, they took over the tower and like shoot the flare to notify. Yeah. And then his general like got all the credit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, did his buddy die?
Yeah.
Yeah, from that? Yeah.
Yeah, he died from a sniper.
Yeah. That part was pretty sick. Like the first mission that he had, the Rats of Tobruk, that mission was whatever.
Yeah, like, just running. Dude, first of all, he like set up the explosives. The general fucks it up. He's like, wait.
Yeah.
He's like, you made me nervous.
Yeah.
You distracted me. I'm like, who is this guy?
That mission was, and then the Battle of El Alamein, whatever. That one was a bit better. I was thinking at first, like at least at this point in the game, I was kind of missing like some big engagements. You know, they had like some small moments, each of them, but like what was the one, Operation Tonga with Kingsley? When you're going to storm that bunker at the very end, like that was pretty cool. I liked that. But I was like, man, I hope there's more of this, because a lot of the game was surprisingly stealthy.
Yeah,
like it had a lot of stealth elements in it.
Yeah, each operator had like some stealth related mission.
Yeah.
Well, Lucas, like, I mean, my favorite part of the whole, like, just the operator's missions was like literally the end.
Yeah.
Just running through and like exploding everyone.
Yeah.
Because the stealth part was fun, but that was literally like a few minutes.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, exactly. So and then same thing like I mentioned earlier, both his missions were right after one another, and then that leads you into the last mission
of
the game.
Yeah. So just to go over, Polina Petrova, Lady Nightingale, as everyone calls her,
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Kingsley, and Wade Jackson, and Lucas Riggs.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 main characters. And again, more spoilers. We're going to be talking about the end here. They escape the jail and they kill Riker, the doctor.
Yeah.
And Polina kills.
Yeah, Richter. Yeah, Richter, she stabs him.
And Arthur, he's like, we can escape now and get back home, or we can take down Berlin and get more intel.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Send it.
And I like this mission. It's the ending.
Right.
But you get to go through all the characters again.
Yeah.
The transitions.
Yeah, that was the nice touch about this mission. And the thing too, sorry, we totally forgot about to mention with all of them is that they all have abilities.
Yeah.
Like certain things like Kingsley being the leader, he can go and direct other people, which is cool.
Lead.
Yeah. Polina, she can draw out fire. Wade Jackson, I can't remember what. Oh, his is the aimbot, right?
Yeah, dude. I like.
He's got aimbot, right?
I thought that was like a vision pulse. I was like,
yeah,
this
right?
is sick. And then I just start shooting. It would go everywhere. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah. And then Riggs, I think he's just has the explosives. That's his main thing. Yeah.
So they've all 4 lethals.
Yeah. So it's all cool that they can do all that, and then that all plays into the final mission. So certain parts that you'll need certain people to do, or I think about the last part of it when you're trying to break into the building.
Yeah. Where Freisinger is.
Yeah, I think it's like that last area there before you go outside the hangar.
Yeah, with all the tanks and gunners.
Like you need Polina to snipe all the flamethrowers.
Yeah. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, then you need Riggs to go blow up the planes or blow up the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So then you storm the building. You're running. At the end, there's explosives, Nazis dying everywhere, and they're like, "Just keep running." And then you chase down Freisinger, and you smoke that boy. You smoke him, literally.
I think it was Riggs. He was like, "No, we need to keep him alive."
Yeah, right.
And then Arthur was like, "He doesn't need to be." And then Riggs was like, "Okay."
Yeah, right.
And
no shot.
Polina, she broke open a gasoline barrel and poured it all over him.
Yeah.
And we all don't know what happens next.
Homie got lit up. It was comedy.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good way for him to die.
Yeah. And
I was gonna mention too that Wade, right? So I like the Wade. He obviously flew a plane. It was a dive bomber. But in the his mission, just going back for a little bit, when he was part of the 93rd infantry, when he was with them and stuff, that was his first time on the ground.
Yeah.
Shooting people and stuff.
Right.
And that's when he becomes I guess a soldier.
Yeah.
And in this game, they really revolve around him as being the getaway guy, flying the plane and stuff.
Right.
And whatnot. But I like that. But yeah, so at the end they kill Freisinger, light him up.
Right.
And there's one part in the at the end, they find all these projects.
Yeah.
Project Phoenix, Project Ether.
Yeah.
And that, I think that just sets up the future.
Yeah.
Of COD, all the other missions that could be coming, or campaigns.
Yeah, which is sick.
Yeah. And Arthur, he was like, these are all our operators, and he was like, we're the Vanguard. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So
Vanguard.
Yeah, they tied it up nicely at the end, which I liked. And yeah, that was it. It was surprisingly a short campaign, I felt.
Yeah. I don't know if it felt short because we broke it up a lot, because it took us a little bit longer than usual to beat the campaign.
Right.
Or if it was actually short, because a lot of the COD campaigns are actually short.
Yeah, I mean I think they said it takes about, I'm actually not sure how many hours wise. I didn't think I took that, but yeah, being 9 missions, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a super long story.
No, it definitely didn't feel long.
Yeah.
I also think about it too. I remember playing MW2's campaign.
Yeah.
And that was my first time ever playing a COD. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Where are these people?
Right.
And I was so scared going in trying to kill these people.
Yeah.
But then once you play multiplayer, I'm running in.
Yeah, you're gunning in, right?
Yeah. And with the sniper, I'm like, I don't care. I'm hitting all these shots.
So going like trying to transition a little bit. At this point with the game, like I was kind of like having finished it, I was kind of giving my overview, thinking about how it was laid out. Mm-hmm. It was interesting. Like it did remind me of when I played the playing Finest Hour, because in that game, I mean, I can't even remember, but you do have like operators, like you do go through multiple areas, like, and it's the same kind of thing. You play as people like in all those 4 areas. And they all have their own backstory, and that's what they give them in the beginning. So it's cool. I think the only thing that, I mean, personally, I felt, since we're getting into opinions now, the only thing that I felt with this is it was kind of like each mission was just like a backstory about them, and that was it. Yeah. Like, that's how I felt like all the missions were. And that led to the end of it, like me not really caring all that much that like Freisinger was the last guy that they killed. Yeah. Because he was like, he was obviously a bad guy, and they had like some of the cutscenes in there. Yeah. But he wasn't like a Makarov or like one of these guys who was in the campaign causing you problems and was clearly the issue for both sides. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I mean, this is going to lead to like a Vanguard 2 or something. Yeah. Based on how, at least I would imagine how this campaign was laid out. I would agree. Like, I mean, all the missions were just like the background story of these people. Yeah. And I think the goal of Sledgehammer was just for you to like learn more about these characters and just know that the Nazis are bad. Right. And you have to kill the enemy. But I get that. But personally, like, I didn't fall in love with some of these characters because the missions were short. Yeah. I don't know about you. No, they were.
Like, they were very short, and I mean, the character, like, I don't hate the operators or anything. They're cool. Yeah. And some of the missions were cool and stuff, but I don't think they were long enough. Because I think if you really focused on just one character at a time and had like Freisinger, like, I don't know, just actually go and like cause chaos like in the campaign for you, that'd be cool. You'd learn more about the characters. But I think since they tried to introduce like 4 protagonists in this, that's kind of hard to do because they all have their own backstory. Yeah, because you don't really get to play as them all the time. Like, it's only in I don't even know in the first mission. I think you just play as one of them. But the only times you really see them all playing together is the first mission, or working together rather, is the first and last. Like, that's it. Yeah. You know? And you see those cutscenes in between that are trying to tie the story together. But sometimes they kind of fell flat for me. Yeah. No, because they didn't tie in with like what was going on. Like, they would just have the backstory on this like next person, you know? Yeah. It was just like you'd play as one operator, it ended, and you were on to the next operator. Yeah. And again, like, I understand that they're just trying to build a background of these people. Yeah. But it didn't build much of a connection yet. Yeah. And I mean, this game's called Vanguard, right? And these guys are the Vanguard. So I can see this like breaking off into like other campaigns and like cool campaigns, you know? But yeah, like in the beginning, who do we play as? I can't even remember our name because we died. In the beginning of the game? Yeah. Well, I mean, like on that mission Phoenix. Yeah. You're talking about? Yeah, like you're on the submarine. Oh yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, that person who dies. Yeah, I literally can't remember who that is. Yeah. Guy or girl, I have no idea. And Kingsley is like, I mean, he's really upset. He's like, I have no idea. You need to kill me and not like any of his, right. You know. But that kind of like says it right there. Like, it's not like this game is like months old and I don't remember, you know? Like, we just beat this a couple days ago, and I literally have no idea who you were in the first mission. Yeah, you know? Which I think, I mean, I personally don't remember a lot of like names from Call of Duty, but you remember like the main protagonists and like, you know, the enemies and stuff. Yeah. But because like Kingsley has been in like other CODs, but I never knew who he was. Right. But like obviously after this game, like I'm gonna know all these names now. Yeah. But I don't know. Like overall, like personally, like it wasn't my favorite campaign. It was kind of just like, I don't hate it. Like I think it did a good job building up for the future. But overall, like it wasn't the best. Yeah, I thought like the whole idea of the Germans taking over the world, which is basically what Project Phoenix was. I was like, yeah, like that's pretty standard, you know? Like, what can we do with this to like make it like really gripping? And I felt
like that objective wasn't really fleshed out in the campaign. Like between just cutscenes, I'm like, I want to be playing that stuff. Like I want to be in control of like this developing story, because they were in 2 different timelines. You know, which a cool take, but they just felt so disconnected to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I would go back like all these years or months or whatever it was where this one thing is happening with one operator.
Yeah.
Then there's a story like
that just ends.
Yeah. And now it's like, okay, that's all, like forget about, like that is basically worthless. Like what that story was. Doesn't matter. You know, because all you're trying to think about is how Steiner's the bad guy, which even still
Freisinger.
Yeah, sorry, Freisinger. Because I didn't even really feel like he was the bad guy. I felt like the guy that I ended up hating the most was Richter, the guy who, because he was way more prevalent in the campaign to me.
He was the one torturing the operators.
Yeah, yeah, he was there the entire game. Like you saw like cutscenes of Freisinger, but correct me if I'm wrong. Did he, like, other than I guess in the beginning when he captures you guys? And yeah. Do you really even see him? Like, does he see you, like, and do things to you?
No, the only time we see him is in the beginning when he kills, like, the person we're playing as.
In the end.
Yeah. And then, like, he's in all the, like, movie cutscenes where he's yelling at Richter. And, you know, he's like, you need to figure out intel now or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then in one part with Riggs, when Riggs is going to get interrogated, Richter sees like a bunch of Germans dead because Freisinger killed all of them.
Right.
But like that's really it. You know, Freisinger, like once they learned that Hitler died, Freisinger became like the new Hitler.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, he was honestly kind of a weak villain.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they could have done so much more with this guy for me to really hate him.
Yeah.
Like, to do things that I would just, you know, again, like, if he caused problems for the characters a lot more, because obviously he did, but it was an initial problem that you kind of quickly forget about because the campaign isn't really...
It's not about him.
Yeah, it's not about... It didn't seem to be really about him. And it was more just about, like, hey, let's go and focus on the background of these operators, and that's really it.
Yeah, I think, like... I think they just needed to add, like, an enemy in there because that's just... Like, that's
Call
of
Duty.
It. You need an enemy. But their main focus was just the background of these operators for, like, the next, like, campaigns.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like... They did a good job at executing that. Like, the future campaigns, like, it makes sense with all these operators now. But having Freisinger just there, like, yeah, cool, we killed, like, a Nazi. Like, another, like, head guy.
Yeah.
But I think Sledgehammer, like, let us know what you think, what the goal was for this campaign. But I think it was, like, at the end when all the 4 of them, like, flew away in the plane, they're like, we're the Vanguard.
Yeah.
It's, like, the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming together, it's like, okay. There's going to be a lot more like coming.
Yeah. So that's the thing too that I'm trying to think of is this campaign, like being just kind of getting some background on these people. Is that going to set it up for future campaigns where hopefully they have something more fleshed out where you're playing, you know, through that story with Freisinger and it's a lot more interactive. You know, I didn't really I personally wasn't crazy about that whole cutscene thing because that was a lot. Like, it was a lot. All those cutscenes.
The movie scenes?
Yeah, like they were like, it was a big deal to them making it. And to me, it was just like, I didn't really. Yeah. It didn't really appeal to me.
It was definitely cool. I'm sure it'd be super cool, like playing it on like a 4K TV. Yeah. With a headset, like you're immersed into it.
Right.
But just, I don't know. Well, because if they had Freisinger, like, you know, killing people and like killing you and stuff, right? Like just being more involved, I think it would have been cool. But just the fact that they had all these cutscenes just about the operators wasn't like, I don't know, it didn't like interest me so much. Yeah, it was cool to see because it was so realistic. It looked like a movie.
Yeah, and I didn't really. I don't know. Like I think back to like we talk about like goated campaigns, right? Like the Modern Warfare series. Okay, those campaigns were so good because. And like even the later ones too, like other, I'm just thinking of them right now off the top of my head. I know Treyarch did it too with like a few of them. But when they have multiple stories going on, which that's like very common, like they always like they have maybe 2 or 3 operators or like teams or some shit like that, you know. But you're just kind of slowly building up the story, and then towards the end, like they're pulling you out of them, and you're like, oh man, you know. But you like want to keep playing because you want to get to the next one. But then the one that you're playing is building up, and then it's just this cycle of like, oh man, like I can't wait until at the end maybe they all combine, or like you finally get an ending to each of those stories. This one for me was just. Like there was a story that I didn't care about, and then it was all these like random background stories, like or background missions that like at the end of the day were good. Yeah, but I didn't really have any connection to them. I'm just like, okay, it's a cool mission. What am I doing? Who are these people? Do I care about them?
These like background missions, like I get why they're doing it because they have to introduce the characters,
right?
But I felt like it was just a condensed like campaign into each operator, right? And they just like made it really short.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in the old CODs, right? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't remember a lot of the characters you play as, like, in the old CODs, like, besides, like, the main ones, right?
Right.
Like, Ghost. Obviously, everyone, like, remembers Ghost.
Yeah.
And, like, Soap and stuff. Like, I remember these guys, but it was more about, like, the mission itself. And, like, sometimes the missions, like, you failed. You know, like, you didn't get what you wanted and stuff. And those missions, like, built up to the ending to kill your like the enemy or whatever,
right?
But this was like play as one character. It's not like really about the mission, it's just like the character. And then you go and you know end whatever the mission is, like you kill the person or like you escape or whatever, and that's it. And then it's on to like the next like campaign of another operator. I feel like they put a lot into one operator, and they just like squeezed it too much. They made it really short.
Yeah. Now I sound like a broken record, but it felt really strange to me. You know, like it was a good idea, but it just wasn't expanded upon, and it really just felt like it was each mission was just a background mission, and I really at the end of it, like I couldn't really care less about Freisinger.
Yeah.
Like I was more impressed about when Richter died.
Yeah.
You know, I was more like I was like, oh, nice, like thank God, because this guy's in the campaign all the time. But Richter, I'm like, I don't really care.
Freisinger.
Yeah, sorry, Freisinger. Yeah, these names.
And like this whole time, like while these missions are happening, all these guys are stuck in like a jail.
Yeah,
like jail cell.
Yeah.
And like I personally like I like Cold War's campaign more than this campaign.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was the nostalgia factor, but also just the campaign overall. Just I liked it more.
Yeah, it's more intriguing.
Because like we knew the characters. This is obviously like developing the characters.
Yep.
But Freisinger like leading to zombies, like he plays a role in that.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know, at the end they talk about like all the other projects.
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be cool if like I don't know if COD would ever do this, but in season like season 1, season 2 that drops, they add like Project Ether missions.
Yeah.
And then you have to go in and play those missions to like learn more about the campaign.
Yeah.
But then also that's like, so you gave us like a half-assed campaign.
Right. Yeah, I know, exactly. It could be thought of that way for sure.
Yeah. But also like I'm pretty sure Vanguard was made like during the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
So like I'll give them some leeway about that because at least it gave us like a COD.
Yeah, right.
Like, the campaign. But we can talk about just like our ratings and like what we thought.
Yeah, right. Finish it up on some ratings.
Yeah. So
our classic IGN ratings here.
Yeah. So I'll go first. So I'm rating this on just this campaign alone, not comparing it to other CODs.
Yep, standalone COD.
Just standalone COD and like the overall campaign, right?
Yeah.
So
no round numbers.
Yeah.
No rookie scores.
No round numbers.
No rookie scores.
Right. So I give it a 6.7.
6.7.
Yeah, because if I rounded it, like I'll give it like a 7.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, and I can't give it an 8 because it's like I didn't like the campaign that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 7 I feel like is fair.
Yeah.
But like I'll give it like a 6.7. It was like, you know, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
So it's better than average.
Right.
So it's better than like a 5 in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
now I would give it like 6.2.
Yeah.
Like if I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Like it's again, I probably would put it like it's for sure in the 6s. It's not above a 7 for me.
Yeah.
It's just a very like average campaign. Like it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like the missions were good, but like I don't know. Again, the only missions that like the missions that I would go back and replay or had like a lot of fun with was really just that sniper mission, the one with Lady Nightingale.
Yeah,
like that's really the only one that I would go back and play.
Well, we're suckers for like stealth missions.
Yeah,
too. That's the other thing. Like, I mean, we all like stealth missions, but it's just the development of the characters and how they pieced it together just wasn't. It for me.
Yeah, it just seemed very broken, and I wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah, I mean, comparing it to other CODs, like, I'll give it like a 5.7.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
If I rounded it, it'd be a 6.
Yeah,
because I would much rather play like other campaigns over this.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not a 5. I can't give it a 5 because what I'm giving a 5 is Black Ops 4 because they didn't have a campaign.
Right.
So like,
yeah,
and it averages like it's better than a 5.
Yeah,
like it's not like I didn't play it. I'm like, this was dog shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. This one for me, like I'd probably give it the same score, honestly. Like not a cop out.
Yeah.
I just like when I played this, I literally felt nothing.
Yeah.
Like when I ended, I was just like, okay, I'm done with that.
Yeah. Like it wasn't a banger. But it wasn't like, wow, this was just really, really bad.
Yeah, this campaign to me, like straight up, was the definition of lukewarm.
Yeah,
like it was just very like
there were no like huge highs and huge lows.
Yeah,
in it, I don't know.
It was like it was a real snoozer of a campaign. It was like,
well, the other thing too is like, so I watched like part of the Call of Duty like live event with like Courage playing,
right?
And I saw Misha die, and then I was like. That kind of like, I don't know, that like ruined it for me like a little because I knew what was going to happen.
Right.
And like I get why they do these early releases, but I probably shouldn't have watched that.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
you screwed up.
Like I knew what happened.
Right.
And I don't know, it was just like when Fried Singer died, right? That was probably like the most hyped I got. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah. And for me, that was when Richter died. I was like, oh,
that too. Yeah.
Like I was more mindful about that.
Yeah.
But like I knew Freisinger was gonna die. Like it was good to see it happen, but I was just like, nice. Like, It was very whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like when Lady Nightingale killed Leo Steiner, I mean that was cool. That was probably like my favorite like missions like overall. But yeah, I mean this campaign like it was
Yeah. So I'm saying I was like, dude, I really honestly don't even have much more to talk about with it. Like it's very like it was just meh.
A little bit better than average, but it wasn't like I'm not gonna say it wasn't great.
Yeah. No, so I'm curious to see what you guys listening, what you thought about it. Like, are we faded for thinking that it was very like whatever and our scores are terrible?
Yeah.
Or do you think we're being too nice to it? Like, I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to say you guys are biased and a little too nice to it, which, I mean, I can see, but Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign.
Yeah.
So I would rather play this campaign than no campaign.
Yeah. You know, and the last thing I'll say about it, too, is I do give them credit for trying to inject new characters and trying to, like, make something of it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I mean, Cold War did that too. They did have some, like, what was it? Who's the guy they had in their Woods? They brought him back. So that definitely added, like, an element and appreciation for some of the other characters. These guys, like you said, you do see them in other games, but you only realize that really after the fact that these people are in other
These
things.
guys are just side characters.
Yeah. So they did a pretty good job of, you know, are they trying their best to make them, you know, prominent or make them important. But yeah, I think they need another game to really bring me in and like sold on these characters.
It's hard. Like I think Cold War did a good job because they brought the nostalgia factor back for like the old heads like us.
Yeah.
But Sledgehammer's going into like these new characters. Like someone's got to do it, right? And Sledgehammer has always been the developer to try new things,
take a shot in the dark.
Yeah, they did Advanced Warfare, and everyone's like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
Now everyone's like,
Yo, AW is actually not too bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Right. So maybe in a couple of years we'll come back and be like, yo, that Vanguard campaign was actually kind of lit.
Yeah, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Because personally, like World War II, I hated that like COD, but I love that campaign.
Yeah.
Like that campaign is
God tier.
Way better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I totally agree.
So, I get it. They have to introduce these characters and then build off of it.
Yep.
So hopefully the other campaigns that they drop involving these guys are bangers. Right. Yeah. They're great instead of just
being very lukewarm.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, before we wrap this up, let us know what you guys think about this campaign. If you agree, disagree with our takes,
let us know on Twitter and like discuss with us, like on YouTube or something. Because again, we want to know what you guys think. Because I feel like Vanguard has very mixed opinions.
Yeah,
already.
You know what we could do is on Twitter we can go drop a poll.
Yeah.
For what people thought about the campaign, thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle. You know.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm leading in the middle, but if it's hard, like thumbs up or down, it's the thumbs down for me.
Yeah, if it's like thumbs up or down, like
that's
thumbs down.
Yeah, very very average.
Yeah, like it was, I'd much rather play other COD campaigns over this.
This one's definitely at the bottom of the barrel for me.
Yeah, and bottom of the barrel for me is BO4.
Yeah, it doesn't even count.
That's a thing. Like But that's the only COD that's never had a campaign.
Yeah.
Multiplayer made up for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Banger.
I can't put this below
BO4. Yeah. No, there's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, exactly. So, let us know what you guys think. These were all the points that we had.
I don't really have any other points. So if there's, other things that we may have missed in the story or things that we didn't factor into our score, let us know. Like if you comment on YouTube, or if you want to, when we drop that poll, if you want to leave a comment on Twitter, let us know what you think.
Tweet at us, let us know. Or like even on Reddit, let us know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people think. I would like to think most people are going to probably be aligned with it, but we shall wait and see.
Yeah, right. But again, guys, so we hope by the time you guys are listening to this, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, ate a lot of food, watched a lot of football. And,
yes, sir.
Got to relax. We're going into the last month of 2021, which is
wild,
crazy.
It's almost over.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy the time off, and we only got a few more weeks of 2021, and I'm sure a lot of us have like vacations lining up in the holidays, so it's gonna get really busy, but our episodes are still gonna come out every Monday.
Yes, sir.
We're not stopping.
Not gonna happen.
So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram. We're on Reddit now too.
Absolutely.
YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and just want to make a note, 2022, it's going to be a good year for us.
Big plans.
Good year for us. So
it's going to be a good year for everybody listening, too.
We got a lot of stuff coming.
For it.
But yeah, so this has been episode 41, guys. So we're your hosts, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
See ya.